All right, welcome in. This is going to be posted Saturday morning. We're working triple overtime here on a Friday, giving you some solid action here on CorBET. Matt Cruz and I'm Dylan Corbett, both on Mississippi State, I believe it was last week. So I'm going to go back to the well potentially with fading them. I'm going to take Vanderbilt plus 21. Vanderbilt kind of lost in the weekend last week was them hanging tough with Texas A&M, a pretty solid offense. Maybe Texas A&M has more question marks than people initially thought, but Vanderbilt played some defense. LSU did not against Mississippi State. That was a big slugfest. So I'll take Vanderbilt getting 3 scores here, plus 21. I'm going to take – how about Clemson? They're 2-0 so far. They're 0-2 against the number. UVA getting 4 scores in the hook, plus 28.5. I'll take Virginia. And then lastly, this line's a joke. I know Oklahoma lost to Kansas State. It's minus 7.5 against Iowa State. Please, come on. Thank you. Thank you for knocking that line down. I'm all over Oklahoma in there, and that wraps up my college football weekend.
Oh, over 63.5 in Texas TCU. Both of these teams gave up a gazillion points last week, and they also both scored a lot. No defense in the Big 12. Everyone knows it. Horned big, a lot of points. Over 63.5.
Yeah, and over in the Big 12, certainly a nice play there. Early morning soccer, it's something you can wake up to, maybe some cash, maybe some misery. So Matt and I are fans of European soccer, so I've got a Bundesliga play here. I'm on Hoffenheim. I thought about the money line. I found a line on my book that was pick plus money, so I've got them plus 105, Hoffenheim on the road there. Let's see, MLS, I've got Orlando City. Don't feel great about it, but I've hit Orlando City a bunch. I haven't been great at the MLS, but when I have, it's been Orlando City. And let's see, I lost my train of thought. I got one more, but what do you have so far on the pitch?
On the pitch, starting in the EPL, Man City and Leeds over 3.5. EPL, Everton and Brighton over 2.5. Like that. Both teams. Brighton's a solid team. Expect them to beat some better, some top 6 teams, steal some points here and there, and then take care of business most of the time on the lower half. Everton's also very good. These are 2 teams that have finished top 10 for sure. So good competitive match, 2-1 finish. It could honestly go either way. And last, going over to Serie A. Sassuolo minus 1.25 over Crotone. Sassuolo plays a very attacking brand of football. They score goals in a hurry. I think they rout the other side here.
I was looking long and hard at that. I got burned. We both did, right, by the Serie A game today. Fiorentina, I was watching the last, 20 minutes or so. They tied it. I thought maybe we could squeak out a win there, but then they conceded a goal, ended up losing that outright. So we got burned there. I'm going to stick with one more juicy play to wrap up my soccer. It's Atletico Madrid minus 155. Not too many people are probably watching it. I might just watch the one fight. It's the headliner. It's just the UFC Fight Night. It's not like the main title fights or anything, but it's Holly Holm, a familiar name, who took down Ronda Rousey, of course. She's only minus 120. She's 13-5 in her MMA career. Her opponent's 12-5. I think Holly Holm's the headliner for a reason, so I'll take her there to a relatively cheap line.
The Preakness. I like 1,000 words here. He is, or she's, and I truly don't know, is in the 5th post, open at a 6-1 morning line, has run very well this year. Has Florent Giroux on the saddle. Like him a lot. I obviously think Authentic has a very good chance to win with Johnny Velasquez on the saddle. And then Art Collector would be my 3rd pick there if I'm going to play a try box or anything like that. But before the Preakness, the pick that I actually love tomorrow, Rag in the 5th post. He's run one time in 2020 and absolutely smoked the field. He had a 5-2 morning line. I think it's an absolute lock.
Ended up going with the late pick 6. So I ended up, so this is interesting, right? You can pick more horses and it's more money. These are obviously big pots that you can win. So I ended up singling actually the first 2 legs. I went with the Brad Cox horses. I'm on your horse in race 7, number 5. Picked 4 horses in leg 3, race 8. Leg 4, I also went with 4 horses. I singled race 10, another Brad Cox horse, the 5 horse. So 5s are wild, I guess. And then lastly, I just said, hey, I've got some money. I went for 6 horses in the final race, race 11. So 50-cent pick 6 tickets, just $48. I think well worth it. It could lose the first race, but I'm on the heavy favorite in the first 2. And I think it's going to be fun to be keeping an eye on that on Saturday. He's Matt Cruzen. I'm Dylan Corbett. This is CorBET's, an extensive coverage of this because we got a big sports weekend. It's the Preakness. Soccer's in full swing, and college football's in full swing as well. Hit subscribe. We enjoy it. Thanks for listening and watching.